Have you ever stopped to consider how coral reefs contribute to our planet's biodiversity? Biodiversity, a term that refers to the variety of life on Earth, is a core concept when we talk about our planet's health and well-being. Now imagine the most vibrant, bustling city you've ever visited. You're picturing skyscrapers, traffic, and people, right? Well, in the underwater world, coral reefs are just like those bustling cities. They're often referred to as the rainforests of the sea, and for good reason. Despite covering less than 1% of the ocean floor, coral reefs are home to an estimated 25% of all marine species. That's right, a quarter of all ocean life relies on these intricate underwater ecosystems in some way. It's a staggering number when you pause to think about it. This incredible biodiversity isn't just for show. Each species in a coral reef plays a unique role in maintaining the health and balance of the ecosystem. From the smallest plankton to the largest shark, each organism has a job to do. Some filter the water, others control algae growth, and many provide food for larger species. You see, in the grand scheme of things, the survival of one species can hinge on the survival of another. The loss of even a single species can set off a chain reaction that disrupts the entire ecosystem. Coral reefs are also breeding and nursery grounds for many marine species, providing a safe space for the young to grow before they venture out into the vastness of the ocean. These underwater cities are also hotspots for genetic diversity. This means they contain a wide range of genetic material within their populations, which contributes to the resilience and adaptability of species to changes in their environment. Indeed, coral reefs are a treasure trove of life, teeming with a dazzling array of species. From the tiniest microorganism to the most majestic sea creature, each plays a part in the intricate web of life that makes our planet's biodiversity so incredibly rich and vital. Despite their importance, coral reefs across the globe face several threats. Some of the most significant of these threats include climate change, pollution, overfishing, and destructive fishing practices. Climate change, with its rising temperatures, is causing coral bleaching, a stress response that can lead to the death of these vital underwater ecosystems. With warmer ocean waters, corals expel the algae living in their tissues, causing them to turn completely white. This is not just a cosmetic issue. The algae provide the coral with 90% of their energy. Bleached corals are under more stress and are more likely to die. Another major threat is pollution. From plastic waste to chemical runoff, our actions on land have a direct impact on the health of the reefs. These pollutants can smother corals or poison them, leading to outbreaks of deadly diseases. Then there's overfishing. Coral reefs are a hub of marine life and an essential source of food and income for many communities. But overfishing depletes fish populations, disrupting the balance of the coral reef ecosystems. Certain species of fish are vital for keeping corals healthy by eating algae that can otherwise outcompete corals for space. And let's not forget about destructive fishing practices. Some fishers use methods like cyanide fishing or blast fishing to catch fish. These methods are not only unsustainable, but they also cause massive physical damage to the reefs. These threats collectively pose a significant risk to the biodiversity of coral reefs. Each species within the reef plays a unique role in maintaining the health and function of the ecosystem. Lose one, and the whole system can start to collapse. The loss of coral reefs would spell disaster for countless species and the ecosystems they support. We're not just talking about the beautiful and diverse marine life that calls these reefs home. We're talking about a ripple effect that could topple the intricate and delicate balance of life in our oceans. Coral reefs, however, are not only crucial for marine life but also for humans. These vibrant underwater ecosystems, also known as the rainforests of the sea, act as a natural barrier protecting our coastlines from the ravages of storms and erosion. They absorb up to 97% of a wave's energy before it reaches the shore. This not only safeguards homes and communities from damaging weather events, but also preserves beaches and prevents land loss. Coral reefs are also economic powerhouses. They provide jobs for local communities, many of which rely on these ecosystems for their livelihoods. Whether it's through fishing, tourism, or scientific research, millions of people around the world are employed because of coral reefs. In the United States alone, commercial and recreational fisheries generate an estimated $1.5 billion annually, And that's just the tip of the iceberg. The tourism industry too owes a great deal to these underwater marvels. Snorkeling and diving trips, resort accommodations, and even local dining and shopping are all boosted by the influx of tourists who come to marvel at the reefs. It's estimated that the total economic value of coral reefs amounts to a staggering $30 billion each year worldwide. But the value of coral reefs extends beyond the tangible. They're a source of new medicines with potential treatments for cancers, arthritis, human bacterial infections, viruses, and other diseases. They're also a source of inspiration, beauty, and wonder, shaping our cultures and our stories. But as we've seen, these ecosystems are under threat. The loss of coral reefs means not just the loss of an incredible array of marine life, but also the loss of major economic resources and protections for coastal communities. In essence, coral reefs are a lifeline for both the ocean and us. They're more than just beautiful underwater landscapes. They're vital to our survival and prosperity. Without coral reefs, our lives and livelihoods would be dramatically different. Fortunately, efforts are underway worldwide to conserve and restore these precious ecosystems. Initiatives are sprouting across the globe, with the collective goal of protecting these vibrant underwater cities, our coral reefs. One prominent form of conservation is the establishment of marine protected areas, or MPAs. These are sections of the ocean specifically dedicated to the protection and preservation of marine life and its habitat. MPAs act like underwater parks, providing safe havens for coral reefs and the myriad of species they host. They limit human activity, curbing threats such as overfishing, habitat destruction, and pollution, giving our reefs a chance to heal and thrive. Another crucial component of coral conservation is sustainable fishing practices. Overfishing wreaks havoc on coral ecosystems, throwing off the delicate balance of marine life. By adopting sustainable practices, we can ensure that our fishing activities don't deplete fish populations or damage their habitats. This includes practices such as setting catch limits, avoiding destructive fishing techniques, and respecting no-take zones in MPAs. Beyond protection and sustainable practices, there are also active efforts to restore damaged coral reefs. These include coral restoration projects, where scientists and volunteers grow corals in nurseries and then transplant them onto degraded reefs. Another exciting development is the use of innovative technologies like 3D printed artificial reefs. These provide a structure for coral larvae to attach and grow, aiding in the restoration process. These collective efforts are crucial in preserving the biodiversity of our oceans. They protect not just the corals, but also the countless species that depend on them. Each initiative, whether it's a small local project or a large international collaboration, contributes to the larger goal of saving our coral reefs. Through these efforts, we can help ensure that future generations can enjoy the beauty and benefits of coral reefs. The challenge is immense, but so is the resolve of those dedicated to the protection of these breathtaking underwater ecosystems. Let's remember, every effort counts and every action matters. You might be wondering, what can I do to help? Well, fear not. There are several simple actions that you can take to help protect our coral reefs. Firstly, we can reduce our plastic use. Our oceans are currently choking on plastic, and these harmful materials can damage delicate coral systems. By minimizing our use of single-use plastics, we can help to alleviate this burden. Opt for reusable shopping bags, water bottles, and straws. Recycle whenever possible and dispose of your waste responsibly. Another way to make an impact is by supporting sustainable businesses. Many companies are now making a conscious effort to reduce their environmental footprint. By choosing to support these businesses, we are voting with our dollars for a more sustainable future. This can include everything from selecting sustainably sourced seafood to purchasing coral-safe sunscreens that won't harm our reefs. Next, we can take the time to educate ourselves and others about the importance of coral reefs. Knowledge is power, and the more people that understand the critical role these ecosystems play, the more likely we are to prioritize their protection. Share what you've learned from this video with your friends, family, and social networks. Encourage schools and community groups to include environmental education in their programs. Finally, we can get involved in local conservation efforts. Many organizations and initiatives are dedicated to protecting our coral reefs and could use your help. This might involve volunteering your time, making a donation, or even adopting a coral. In conclusion, there's a lot we can do to help protect our coral reefs. It might seem like a daunting task, but remember, it's the small changes that can make a big difference. And it's not just about saving the coral reefs, it's about preserving the incredible biodiversity they support, which is vital for the health of our planet. Remember, every action counts when it comes to saving our coral reefs and the incredible biodiversity they support. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this.
It's London Reefs.